is the Voice of Turkey's English language transmission, broadcasting from Ankara in an 90-meter band between 1230, 1330 UTC and 1545 kHz, and in the 49-meter band between 1830, 1930 UTC and 5945 kHz to Europe. The Voice of Turkey is also beamed between 2030, 2130 UTC in the 31-meter band on 9875 kHz to South Asia and Australia, and in the 25-meter band on 11660 kHz between 1630, 730 UTC to Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. You can listen to us over the Turksat 3A and 4A satellites on the internet at www.trtdinle.com through the links, radios and then the Voice of Turkey. Our email address is englishdesk@trt.net.tr.
But first, the news. The death toll from Hawaii wildfires has risen to 99, authorities said on Monday. Maui's police chief, John Pelletier, said that 75% of hardest hit areas in the town of Lahaina have not been searched yet, according to Hawaii News Now. Pelletier said that 20 cadaver dogs are accompanying search and rescue teams. Hawaii Governor Josh Green told a news conference on Monday that the death toll is expected to rise as search and rescue teams could recover 10 to 20 people a day going forward, according to CBS News. The dogs can only work 15 minutes at a time, and then they overheat, Green said. Green also said that about 2,000 housing units have been secured for evacuated residents and pledged that at least 36 weeks of housing would be provided. The Maui wildfires are the largest natural disaster Hawaii has ever experienced, said Green, adding it's been also a natural disaster that's going to take an incredible amount of time to recover from. The financial burden of the losses caused by the wildfires has reached $6 billion, with around 2,200 structures destroyed, said Green. A total of 6 fires broke out last Tuesday, devastating the Big Island and Maui. The Ukrainian authorities said on Tuesday that Russia last night carried out missile strikes on several regions. According to an online map tracking the air raid alerts, sirens sounded for 30 minutes this morning in Poltava, Kharkiv and Sumy regions. Meanwhile, the air raid alerts blared across the entire territory last night, according to the online maps data. Ukrainian authorities have created online maps to review the status of sirens in all affected areas. Interactive maps are automatically updated every 15 to 20 seconds. The heads of the military administrations of the cities of Lviv and Lutsk and Cherkasy in the Dnieper and Volhynia regions also reported explosions on Telegram. They urged people not to publish photos or videos of the blasts on social networks. The Turkish Coast Guard on late Sunday rescued 27 irregular migrants who were illegally pushed back into Turkish territorial waters by Greek authorities. The Afghan migrants were rescued from a rubber boat off the Ayvacık district in the northwestern Çanakkale province, according to the Coast Guard command. The migrants were taken to the provincial migration authorities. Turkey and global rights groups have repeatedly condemned Greece's illegal practice of pushing back irregular migrants, saying it violates humanitarian values and international law by endangering the lives of vulnerable migrants, including women and children. Turkey has been a key transit point for irregular migrants seeking to cross into Europe to start new lives, especially those fleeing war and persecution. A wildfire on Monday evening swept through nearly 500 hectares of land in southern France, displacing over 2,000 people and damaging houses, authorities announced Tuesday. The blazes spread through the touristic spots of the department Pyrenees Orientales in the Mediterranean, the prefecture said on X, formerly known as Twitter. The towns of Soredy, Saint-André and Argelès-sur-Mer were affected, the prefecture added, explaining that the fire hit mostly tourist areas. Authorities evacuated 2,000 people from 2 residential sites and 4 camping areas in the town of Saint-André, where houses and other buildings were severely damaged. The fire claimed no lives, the prefecture noted, adding that it was put out around 3 a.m. with the efforts of over 650 firefighters. An asylum seeker who was among those removed from the BB Stockholm barge after Legionella bacteria was recently found said the government is endangering migrants and treating them like less than animals, local media reported Monday. Controversy over the government's barge plan continued after all asylum seekers were moved Friday from the barge moored at Portland Port in Dorsey in the country's southwest after Legionella bacteria were found in the onboard water system. The report of bacteria came 3 days after the Home Office said the first group of asylum seekers was housed on the barge after health and safety checks were completed. Speaking to Sky News, one of the migrants who was among those removed from the barge said he is worried about falling ill after consuming the water on board. "We bathe with it, we drink it. We were told at 6 p.m. on Friday," said the man whose name is not mentioned in the report. "They should have been so sure it is habitable. Why not wait for the result and be sure everything is okay? We are being treated like less than animals. They are endangering us," he added. The first group of asylum seekers was housed on the 3-story barge on August 7th, while some others refused to move on the barge. "I'm deeply sad because if they had cared about us enough, if they had known since Monday, they shouldn't have put us there," the man said. Describing the barge, the man who arrived in the UK in December noted that it is like being in a prison because the security is too much. "There is no freedom. For me, I have a fear of water. I can't swim. Me being on water, my heart palpitates. I can't sleep," he added. The BB Stockholm is one of the vessels that was announced by the government to accommodate 5,000 asylum seekers in a bid to lower the cost of hotels. The controversial plan aims to house up to 500 men aged 18 to 65 on the floating barge who are waiting for the results of their asylum applications. They are currently staying in hotels. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak listed tackling small boat crossings as one of his 5 priorities after over 45,000 migrants arrived in the country by crossing the English Channel last year. Oil prices rose on Tuesday, supported by bullish economic data from China, the world's largest oil importer, and the depreciation of the US dollar. International benchmark Brent crude traded at $86.47 per barrel at 10 a.m. local time, a 0.30% rise from the latest closing price of $86.21 per barrel on Monday. The American benchmark West Texas Intermediate WTI traded at the same time at $82.66 per barrel, up 0.18% from Monday's session close of $82.51 per barrel. China's unexpected interest rate decrease raised hopes that the country would resume its economic recovery in the post-COVID period. China reduced lending to some financial organizations by 15 basis points. High oil consumption in the summer provided evidence of some economic recovery, as did a 17.4% increase in refinery output in July compared to the same month last year. Since the US dollar lost 0.13% of its value against other currencies, dollar-denominated oil became less expensive for buyers using other currencies, resulting in more purchases and higher prices. Furthermore, data showing faster than expected economic growth in the April-June period in Japan, the second largest economy in the region, also supported upward price movements. And that was the news brought to you by the Voice of Turkey.